Hi, I'm Arielle Johnson. I am the CEO of Business Leadership Council here in Chicago. Very happy to be here with Aundra Williams.
Yep, I'm Aundra Williams. I'm the Assistant Director of CMS, and I'm also happy to be here with Arielle. Looking forward to the conversation.
Thank you. Aundra, would you want to first share about the importance of your role and the importance of diversity in government contracting?
Absolutely. Diversity in government contracting is absolutely imperative. It's key to the state of Illinois. It's something that I'm very passionate about. We want these contracts to accurately reflect the diversity throughout the state. Having more vendors promotes competition, ultimately leading to hopefully getting the best product available. There are a ton of vendors that are capable, willing, and we want to make sure that they have the opportunity to actually have the contracts with the state. So Arielle, in your role, the BLC, how do you see businesses and their readiness to be involved in state government contracts?
Black businesses in Chicago are absolutely willing and eager to do business with the state and with any organization, quite frankly. But there is opportunity for capacity building, for access to financing to be able to scale and provide a quality service. And so that's why I've always been a champion for joint ventures and mentor ventures so that there's opportunity to come in, learn, grow, and then be able to even compete as a prime if you can. Aundra, can you share any special programs or initiatives that have been designed specifically to empower businesses that are owned by minority communities, specifically Black businesses?
Absolutely. Again, like I said, the state's commitment to diversity is something that is real and something that we continue to grow, and it's absolutely imperative that we continue to increase. Mm-hmm. Some state-led initiatives, I think you may be familiar with the BEP program. Yep. The Business Enterprise Program. It adds a minority component to every contract. There's a formula that goes into the determining what that goal is, but the point is to make sure that there's minority participation on as many contracts as possible. If there is a minority goal, if that minority portion isn't met, that contract's not going to be awarded. So that is set to make sure that we have the minority participation. The aspirational goal is now 30%, up from 20% just a few years ago. So it shows that the state's moving in the right direction.
So I must say it feels good to be at home. And one of the things when I was at CMS that was being done really well by BOSS was the utilization of the Small Business Set-Aside program. And what I found is there's not a lot of education within some of the businesses that we interact with on the Small Business Set-Aside program. Can you tell us a little bit about that program and how some smaller businesses can use it as opportunities to scale and learn?
If you're a registered small business, you have an opportunity to bid on anything under $100,000. If you're not a registered small business, you can't bid on those contracts initially. So, and I think one misconception is there are a lot of BEP vendors that can also be registered small businesses. They're different programs. Yeah. So I think that's another thing that we can do a better job of, is making sure we get out there and we educate vendors on everything that's available, and then making sure that we don't take for granted that they know small business and BEP is two different programs, two different registration processes. So Arielle, tell me, is your role with an assist agency, how do businesses reach out to you? How do you guys reach out to businesses to get involved with one another, and after that, what can me as a state agency do to assist those agencies, your agency, and the vendors that you work with?
Absolutely. So at Business Leadership Council, our primary goal is to build the Black business ecosystem. And so we have a number of strategic partners, from the Urban League to the NAACP, to any organizations in the local community that may have a connection to businesses that have already started and gotten going, but now need the support to scale. So that's really our primary audience and our primary portion of membership currently. A lot of times it's just a matter of being able to put a name with the face of who you can email and call when you have a question. I think that really goes a long way. Also with some of the intimidation that's attached with pursuing government procurement, right? It just seems untouchable for some, just because government seems so big. And so, who am I as a small business to be able to get a contract with government, right? But when I've met Aundra Williams, now it feels a little more attainable because he's a cool guy, right? So those are some of the things that we want to be able to do to help remove some of the barriers. But for you specifically, as a Black man that's been in government for 20 years, what has empowered you in your journey as we go into Black History Month and you reflect on what you continue to do?
Right.
What has been empowering for you along your journey?
One thing that's been empowering is to actually work with minority vendors and see them go from not having any contracts to being discouraged to gaining a huge contract and being able to employ more minorities, and to see the smile on the face, and see the frown go from literally go to a smile. That's empowering to me. Arielle, I want to thank you for giving me some of your time. It's been very educational. I think it's going to be very beneficial. I look forward to partnering with you. I look forward to some things that we can do. I look forward to working with you and the vendor community. I want to extend my invitation to reach out to me whenever you need, whenever vendors, send vendors my way, whatever we need to do to make sure vendors are educated, make sure vendors are encouraged, and make sure vendors are properly registered. We want to definitely grow Black and minority vendors, and I think partnering and doing more things like this will be very beneficial and very advantageous to meeting that goal. So I look forward to doing some things in the future, and I really thoroughly enjoyed speaking with you this morning.
Yeah, same. Thank you so much. We're excited to be partners with you. Thank you.
Thank you.